So this is a video to welcome in the Building in Public series. The point of this series is to showcase what I'm learning as I help businesses grow on Google, learning about paid ads as well as web development. I aim to give some high-level research on battle-tested strategies and new strategies as well, from AI to building teams. I should start off by saying that I have a background in cannabis and IT as well as e-commerce. I've been able to work on teams that range anywhere between 500,000 to around 20 million per year annually. And so I know a little bit about online growth, and I'm hoping that this series will help to showcase some of those better points of what I know. My top priorities at the moment are definitely leads, sales, and then cold outbound optimization. I'm currently already executing on cold emails, cold calling. I just onboarded a cold call setter earlier today, lead magnets, and audit videos, which I have one for us today. And so I had a few tweaks to some recent launches, and this is my website. This is who I am. I'm Jay Williams. I'm based out of San Francisco. I'm an SEO and web dev. And so this was one of the recent web designs that I was able to complete for an actor here in South San Francisco. And we had some updates with the agencies that he's been at before, as well as the functionality with how people access his resume. Some of the headshots in these collections needed to be moved, as well as adding a carousel to this image over here. And so we just made sure to get to all these updates, updated his demo reel, and made sure that there wasn't any unintended full capitalized lines here. And yeah, kept it nice and sleek, but every update that we wanted to get to here is gotten to. And then we were also able to get to a couple of image updates for this construction and home improvement contracting. And so we were able to get this new kitchen imagery up for a kitchen remodel that they just finished. It's looking wondrous. And yeah, so those would be my two updates for like my recent launches. For some current projects that I have been working on, I've been working on this project as a breathwork website for a somatic breathwork couple. They're both trainers based out of the Bay Area. They have breathwork classes, events, one-on-one workshops and sessions, as well as a retreat out to Hawaii. And so been getting this optimized, loving the way that this looks, loving the interactivity of it. Then, as well as a courses website for another construction company based out of Los Angeles. They have been training construction employees for over 10 years, over a decade. And so we're now finally at a place where we are so close to launching this website. We just need to update some of the courses inside, and then of course it's good to go. And yeah, it's really exciting. Today I wanted to have some touch points on a before and after for someone who asked me, who said it was okay to create a YouTube series on just some of the things I've seen about their website that can use improvement. And so this is US cryotherapy. Some of the elements on page that I thought could use improvement was one, the main CTA above the fold had low contrast inside of it, and so on that font I would like to see it with a changed color as well as some bolding as it changes on hover. The logo is not centered inside of the top navigation panel, and neither are the drop downs for the menu in the middle. There also isn't a major CTA call inside of the area for the video, which could be great. It draws a lot of attention to the video, but unless there's a really good follow-up CTA, book now, which is great. That does work out. The one thing that doesn't work is as you minimize the screen, you can tell everything else is getting smaller. Nothing else with the video does. And so I can maximize the screen, minimize the screen, and it is non-responsive. And so going down, I would like to see, let me just reset this. The core services look good. CTA can still use a bit more contrast, but I think they need to be in a place that makes them easy to navigate from one to the other, or to showcase all of them quickly. That way it doesn't take up as much space and you can still showcase solid CTAs like Book Now. After that, having customer testimonials is awesome. You should always have customer testimonials if possible for the specific treatments or services that are on that page that you're highlighting. And then your footer looks great. So I already went ahead and redesigned this page, and so what that looks like is here. And so one of the trending kind of themes for web design in 2025 is this what's called glass morphism. And what it means is that instead of having containers that are just normal with the solid background color, this background actually is a little bit transparent so that you can see what's going on behind it, but with a blurred effect. It's called glass morphism. And it's one of the top trends that Apple is using as of this year, as well as inside of a lot of their new iOS applications. And so I thought it would be a great place to start for this website. You can tell that I've re-included their video sales letter behind the hero section. That way, the areas that we want them to pay attention to in terms of the hierarchy of visuals is exactly where we want it. We want them to see our header. We want them to, if they are here to book a session immediately, to go ahead and see that functionality. And then if they're here for the first time, to learn more about the company, to gain customer confidence and to see these trust signals, and then to scroll. So from there, we added the emotional selling points as well as the compacted core services area, which has this on hover interactivity that allows people to learn a bit more about the service. An updated testimonial section that has an auto scroll, and the more interactive we can make this page, the longer somebody will scroll down. Down into the benefits of why someone should use cryotherapy, especially if they're an elite athlete, and so this targets your ideal customer profile. And then down to the last CTA, which also represents the find nearest location, which is the same CTA that you'll find at the very top. And so, if I had the opportunity to redo the site, I would have a very similar structure to the site architecture they have now, but I would redo some of their design aspects a little bit more similar to this. And the only things coming down the pipeline this week for me are some Google rankings from a massage therapy place in the inner Richmond in San Francisco. Recently, within the past 2 months, we've been able to move them from number 76 on Google Maps to number 6 within a 1 mile radius. And then I have a furniture store who recently onboarded with me for SEO that was number 3 and 4 for their key terms, and now they are number 1 within 20 days of onboarding with us. And I'm looking forward to this coming month to some updates for you guys with this new sales setter, as well as some more updates for some of the projects I'm working on. But in the meantime, that's all I got to report, and I'll see you guys soon.